Good day everyone and welcome back to Know That Is Dope, and today we're talking about one of my most used pair of earbud designs with respect to outside activity. So whenever I'm exercising outside, let's say I'm riding my bicycle, jogging, any type of outdoor activity, I often grab me a pair of open earbuds. This allows me to hear my ambience surrounding when I'm moving around. It's great if you are in some type of environment where hearing your surrounding is important. I would highly recommend you getting an open earbud design. So these are a few different designs from a few different companies that I've collected over the last couple of months. This is a Nank, this is a Baseus, and this is a Soundcore Aerofit. So I'm going to talk you through the pros and cons of all of these, starting with the case design, and let's eventually dive into the design of the actual open ear earbuds. With respect to audio quality, all of them pretty much have great audio quality. These two have some of the best apps. The Soundcore app is amazing, the Baseus app is amazing, and the Nank app is good but not as evolved with respect to these different two pair of open earbud designs. Talking about case, let's jump into the cases. So this is a Nank. It has a branding right over here. USB-C charging cable right over here. It's an extremely small case. It fits in the palm of your hand. With respect to case, this is the smallest of the case. So this is a Baseus case here. This is a Soundcore case over here. And the Nank is the smallest. So because of that, you could quickly expect that this also has the smallest pair of open earbuds inside of them. So these are the open earbuds right over here. Extremely small design. But focusing on the case. So as you see, the case shuts pretty easily. This feels pretty cheap to me to some extent, the way that this actually feels with respect to the shutting capability. It takes too little bit of a force. The case does not have an array of LED lights to let me know there's how much charge it has. It just has it on and off. So let's say if it's charging, it's green. If it's dead, it's red, whatever the case might be. So it only has one singular light. That does not really provide me much information with respect to how much charge the actual earbuds may have. With respect to charging, it charges via USB-C. All of these charges via USB-C, and you can open the case while it's being charged. So that, to some extent, is also a good pro. With respect to the case, if you look inside, you can see how the actual earbuds fit. So the earbuds fit here and here. They have their quick charging port right there, so you could quickly and easily charge it just like that. So that's the case of the Nank. We'll come back to the actual earbuds eventually. This is the Baseus. The Baseus, even though it's a slightly bigger case, I do like the function and the feel of a lot of stuff. The two main things I don't like on the Baseus is right here and right here. So what's the issue right here? So this is the USB-C charging port right here. To access the USB-C charging port, you literally have to dig this seal out. I don't know why they have a seal on this, because it's not like if you're going to be soaking your earbuds in water. And as you can see, if you have short nails like me, it's extremely difficult to get this out. It's a big annoyance for me. So this is where it charges, and it, all right, this is where it charges via USB-C. And once you plug in your USB-C cable, let's say if you're charging it and you want to use your earbuds, you cannot open the case without removing the charging port. So those are the two big issues with respect to the Baseus open ear earbuds. You cannot easily access the USB-C charging port, and once you're charging, you cannot open the case. Big issue. But besides that, I love everything about this. I love the pearl design of the case. I love the Baseus branding right over here. I love the fact that you have an array of lights showing you just how much charge you have. You have 4 lights to let you know just how much charge the case actually has. I like the actual design of the open ear earbuds. These are slightly bigger than these. I will dive into this a little bit later so you can see this. And one shut, it has a nice shut feel to it. So it does feel nice. It does not feel cheap. Besides these two issues back here, I love this case. Very easy to move around with. No problems with this. I actually travel a lot with this. Speaking of travel a lot with, I also travel a lot with this. This is the Soundcore Aerofit. Also has a nice matte finish with the Soundcore logo right here. USB-C charging port right over here. And you have an array of lights in the front to let you know just how much charge you have. So this has 3 lights where this has 4 lights. So the Baseus gives you a little bit more information with respect to how much charge the case has. As you can see, the earbuds fit in here nice and easily, no issues, simple and easy to move around with. With respect to charging, it does charge via USB-C, and once you open it, there's no issue with respect to the USB-C cable. So not a big issue to charge and open the case. So now let's dive into the actual designs of the actual earbuds. So this is the Nank earbuds. These are the smallest of the earbud designs. As you can see, extremely small. On all of these open-ear earbuds design, the battery pack is right here, and the microphone and also the speaker array is right over here. Why this is my least favorite one out of all of them is because of how flexible and soft the connector is. So because of this flexibility, it's often flopping around a little bit too much on my ears for me. And because of that, so since this is where your audio source comes out of, if this is moving around a lot in relation to your ear opening, it changes the amount of sound that your ear actually gets on a regular basis as you're walking around, moving around. So because of that, the flop is not really a big attractive point for me. The lightweight is also a little bit too light for me. I prefer something a little bit heavier that reminds me that it's there. So let's say for some reason I don't have any music playing and I forget that I'm wearing this because of how light it is. It's easy for me to swing my head and just fly off, and then I lose it because I forgot that I actually have this on. So because of the lightweight and the flexibility of it, this is not really my favorite pair of open-ear earbuds. You might like this, but for me, this is not my favorite ones. My favorite ones are these right here. So the Baseus. So even though the case is bigger and the case can't open while it's recharging and the charging port gets a little bit of an issue, these are the Baseus. So as you can see, it's much bigger, significantly bigger than the Nank, right? This is the battery pack here. This is your microphone and also your speaker arrangement right over here. But as you can see, there is no flex in the Baseus. So when this hooks onto your ear, it hooks on pretty tight. It doesn't flex, so which means that this stays in one position while you're using it, allowing you to hear that great audio with no issues. So for me, just the stiffness of it, the size of it, the weight of it, it's great for moving around, jumping, jogging, riding your bicycle, outside activity. Highly recommend this. This is a Baseus open ear. My second best is this right over here. So this is the middle child between the two. So as you can see, let me just give you a size comparison. This is a Nank, this is a Soundcore Aerofit, and this right here is the Baseus. So this is a size comparison. So as you can see, the Soundcore is the middle child between the two. Has a little bit of flexibility, not too much. It doesn't really flop around too much. The size is extremely well designed, so it's a good size. It's not too heavy, not too light. And because it doesn't move around too much, it does provide a great audio source. And with respect to audio, the Soundcore app gives tons of features that you can control the audio, making sure you have the best audio experience. So the in-between child for me would be this. So these are the two that I use quite a lot, the Baseus and the Soundcore Aerofit. This is one that I really wish I could fall in love with it, but there's too many issues with respect to the case. This just feels cheap to me. And with respect to the design of the actual earbuds, they feel a little bit too light for me. So for me, my two main go-tos would be the Baseus and the Soundcore. So if you're looking for a great pair of open-ear earbuds, I would highly recommend either of these. You would have no issues with them. And if you're exercising outdoor, I would highly recommend getting a pair of open-ear earbuds regardless of what design they are, because hearing your ambient surrounding while you're moving around is extremely important. So you gotta admit, these are pretty dope. Pretty dope. Until next time.